Hello and welcome back to Graff Woodshop. My name is Josh Graff and today we're going to be making these planter boxes. Each of these planter boxes are made out of 3 cedar fence pickets, trying to keep the cost down kind of low right now with all the crazy stuff going on. So that's what we are going to be using today. Now, I'm not the only person that's going to be making some sort of planter box today. My buddy Chris over at 4321 Woodworks is also making some sort of planter box. And Don and his dad over at Friday's Workshop, they're making some sort of planter box as well. What we want you guys to do is go watch all 3 of our videos. They will each be linked in the description down below. And then leave us a comment letting us know who you think made the best planter box. Now, if you like my planter box and you're wanting to go make one of these, I do have a link down in the description below that you can go check out to help you along in this process. Now, these planters was not originally my design. A lot of people over in the 731 Woodworking Facebook group have been building these as well. As far as I can tell, the first person to post over there about these types of planters was a guy named Chad. I do want to give him credit today for this design. A lot of people are building these right now. They're super popular. It's a great, nice, simple design that's easy to build and a lot of fun. So let's get after it.
So all the measurements can be found in the description down below, but what we're doing is we're taking the first fence picket and cutting some of the side panels out of it, and then 2 side panels are going to come out of the second picket as well. After we've cut those, we're going to take them over to the table saw, and our third long remaining picket, we're going to cut a 2.5 inch strip off of one side of it, and do the same to our now shorter picket as well. Then with our other 2 pieces that we had left over, we are going to rip a 2-inch piece off of both of them, leaving us with just a little extra sliver left that we are going to hang on to because we'll need even that sliver later on. After that, it's back to the miter saw with a lot of cutting. This is where having a good cut list really comes into handy. It lets you get things done really efficiently instead of having to stop and figure out what you're doing all the time. And we're on to assembly now. To assemble everything here today, I'm going to be using Titebond 3 because it is waterproof, and then using some brad nails to hold it in place while it dries. The first 2 sides, you're just going to put the legs flush with them, just as I'm doing here. The other 2 sides are going to have a little bit of an overhang. That overhang is going to be equal to twice the thickness of your pickets. So however thick your pickets are, measure twice that distance over for your overhang. To actually put the 4 sides together, you're just going to use a bunch of glue and some brad nails. I lost the film, so here's me pretending. If you're wanting to fancy things up a little bit, you could, on the top right here, do some mitered corners instead of just these nice flat corners that I've done here, but we were just kind of going with a nice, simple, rustic look today. Also, I did not finish this thing or even sand it at all. You could sand this and coat it with some spar urethane or something similar to that. But whatever you use, be sure that it is good for the outdoors. Here I'm using that small cutoff sliver that we had from before. What this is going to do is allow me to have something to put my bottom slats on. I'm just cutting at the length of the base right here, gluing it in place and tacking it in with a few brad nails, and my bottom slats are going to rest on this. Now, getting these bottom slats in place is probably the hardest part of this whole process. I started off by for some reason putting my brad nailer into this really tight box, but later on I realized let's just nail them from the other side. You could hold these in place with clamps or something like that while you're getting everything situated, but just kind of made do, got everything in place, and held it in place with some brad nails. I didn't worry about gluing these down because the weight of the dirt is going to be holding them in place anyways.
All right, we got everything all finished up now. Just a reminder, go watch Chris's video over at 4321 Woodworks, and also Don and his dad's video over at Friday Workshop. Links to those will be in the description down below. If you're wanting plans to these, those are also linked in the description down below. So what we ended up putting in these, because I'm sure we got some people wondering, is my daughter got to pick out some flowers. She wanted some pink flowers because that's her favorite, so she went to Lowe's, picked out some of those. We also, in the other one, planted some of these seeds that we got from Bugg Farms. Now, Bugg Farms is a small local grower that specializes in plants that are great for monarch butterflies. It's really their mission to help the monarch butterfly population out, so they've got lots of different seeds on their website. They're all for monarch butterflies. The great thing I like about ordering seeds from them is you get a ton of seeds in one package. The packages are also not those cheap paper packages. They have some great resealable bags that theirs come in, and it's really great quality stuff. Go check that out. I'm going to leave a link to that in the description down below, along with all the other links. So if you like this video, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, if this is your first time here, if you could hit that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it as well. And thanks for being here, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.